Hold on, I forgot something. Something's missing. Oops. Hang on. I did a whoopsie. Hold on. I forgot to click a few things. Where am I? Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay. I have appeared. And I forgot to turn on the fishing minigame as well. So let me quickly do that. I'll stick with hydrate and the stretch gen Yuzu. Yeah, oopsie. Forgot to fix those things before starting. All right, there we go. That's all fixed. Hi. And immediately Yuzu gets herself timed out because of emote spam. Good job, Yuzu. Some people never learn. Weak. What, you? For forgetting that? Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. And there goes Yuzu again, being her rambunctious self once more. I'm just gonna choose to ignore it all. To quote, actually, where does that line come from? Oh yeah, no, it's from Mass Effect. To quote, I believe it was Warlord Okeer from Mass Effect 2. I will inflict upon my enemy the worst insult an enemy may suffer, to be ignored. Not gonna lie, that line goes pretty damn hard. Okay, you still hurt my feelings, shit. True, that is a line as well. Forgot that was a thing. So, as the Twitch title will mention, and well, the later YouTube title, we're doing some Palworld art today. And I'm gonna be honest, about an hour ago, I had no idea what I was gonna draw. Like, I have a bunch of things in the works, none of which are either enough to fill up a whole stream, because they are commission works and I need to work on them to a certain stage and then send them back to the client, and it's not enough work to fill up an entire stream, or they're not safe for work illustrations and I can't do them on stream lest I get bonked. Question is, do you still do this to explore design, or you have this in the commission sheet? Well, I don't use a commission sheet for starters, but I've always been open for furry art in commissions. Like, people have ordered furry art for me through commissions. Like, that's always been included. It's just that nobody ever asked me except one person. No, wait, that's a lie. Two people asked. Quickly looking up some reference. So you have furry artist in your job description now? No, I have artist in my job description because I don't do just furry. Furry artist implies I only do furry. That's not the case. It's a damn shame I can't find like proper turnarounds of the Palworld armors, because as you can see, I'm actually dressing up this Lunaris. Just boot the game while drawing? No. I am not gonna put my computer through that torture. I don't think that's a good idea. Not to mention, I don't want to have to deal with base raids while I'm streaming. Which, by the way, I believe... No, wait, no. When I last played Palworld, I just finished a base raid. Okay. Well, so far we've only got a rough sketch. Because I was just dabbling with ideas. Well, let's try to make something clean out of this. Hello, I just got home. Hey there, Sniper! Well, I guess we should say then, welcome home. And how's your day going? quickly busting our busting hearts. God damn it, Yusu. Pay to 13th anniversary today, and I'm okay, just pretty tired. Ooh. Well, okay, I guess that's something to look forward to, right?
never let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
We're back gonna make food. All right, then, Sniper, enjoy your food. Oh, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Mackie. How's your day going? Imagine being a furry. It couldn't be me. Going well, slime boy. Woke up, washed my hair. Gonna go on a date soon. Ooh, nice. How about you? I'm doing quite well. Temperatures are way too freaking hot again today, but other than that, we're doing fine. Scholar over here went from high as 36 to the high as 26. Yeah, we had a couple of days like that last week as well, where the temperatures were actually being reasonable. But normally temperatures should start dropping again by tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to start getting hit by rain. And apparently this time it's rain that's going to stick around for a while. At least if the weather forecast is to be believed. Who's your favorite pal? Penis-shaped fingers. Who's my favorite pal? You're looking at it. You're looking at my favorite pal. Lunaris. Venus character? No. Just because she has these, like, very thick fingers doesn't mean they're Venus shaped. Okay, I know that with the little line that I'm adding here, it's looking like that. But once they're colored in, they definitely don't look that like that anymore. They're more like these like LED top lights. I'm trying to find excuses. Yes, shut up. I will not tolerate shit talk on my favorite pal. Which I know is inviting it more. Just messing with you? Yeah, don't worry, I know. I know. I didn't even shit talk. Yes, you did. You called her fingers Venus shaped. That counts as shit talk in my book. Because please point me to someone who would consider that a compliment. Looking like a curvy twink. Well, it's probably because I'm making it a she. That might have something to do with it. I choose to believe pals are like birds. Their sex is both he and her, so they can be both. I mean, that's actually factually wrong, Meki, because if you look in the game, they have defined genders. Now, to be fair, there is no real sexual dimorphism in the game, but there are defined genders in the game, and also there are certain pals whose gender ratio is not 50-50. I believe Lunaris is one of them that is 50-50. Though actually, I'm not sure. Hold on, let me see. No, that's why I said I choose to believe. It's your headcanon. No, actually, hold on. I'm curious now. I know that there are pals that are much more likely to be of a certain gender. Like, I know there's Pokemon like that as well, but those are mostly just like the starters that have a bigger chance of being male most of the time. I think for pals, the ones that don't have like the 50-50 split for genders are more inclined to be female. Hold on. I know I saw something about that. Gender ratios. Here we go. Yes. So let's see. So yeah, all the pals that don't have a 50-50 gender ratio would be King Paka and King Paka Chris, who have a 90% male ratio. You have Warsect and Warsectera, who have an 85% male ratio. Mimok is apparently an 80% male ratio, so most of those Mimic chests are apparently all male. Noclum and Noclum Ignis have a 50% male ratio. Bastigor is 60% male. Shroomer and Shroomer Noct are 55% male. And that's all of the male dominant ones. Then we come to the female dominant ones. So when it comes to the female dominant pals, you have Bella Noir and Bella Noir Libero, who are 95% of the time female. So there's still a chance. There's still a chance. You have Elizabeth and Beegart, who are 90% female. Celine, Dazzy and Dazzy Noct, and Mozzarina are all 80% female. Lylene Noct, Lulu, and Lovander are 70% female. Yes, there is a 30% chance that if you run into a Lovander, i.e. the big sex appeal pink lizard that everyone's memeing about, there's actually a 30% chance that they're a dude. Splatterina is the only one that has like a weird ratio. Splatterina has a 62% chance of being female and a 38% chance of being male. I feel like that has some specific meaning, but I have no idea what. And then you have Nightmare Botan, Prunelia, and Nyafia, who all have 60% chance of being female. But yeah, Lunaris is not in there. Which means, yeah, Lunaris is one of the pals that is absolutely 50%, 50-50 male-female. Which means, male Lunaris? Very common, probably. To be honest, there's actually less pals that are female, that have a larger female ratio than I expected. Like, I expected Cataras to be in there, I expect Wixen to be in there, but nope. So yeah, you can have a lot of twinks in Palworld. Rejoice, I guess. Of course you did? What do you mean, of course I did? Of course I did what? Pals don't sexually attract me. They are like creatures. That makes sense. Honestly, the gender ratio is more of a funny tidbit. That being said, though... Wait, I just realized something. I just realized. The Egyptian cat from Palworld that everyone's going nuts about, Sekhmet. That one wasn't in there either. So all of those dancing Sekhmet memes you see, that's a 50% chance that's a dude. I guess it is possible that that list that I checked out might not have been updated for 1.0. Because I don't remember seeing a lot of... No, wait, I definitely saw male Sekhmet. Just like Pokemon, they are weird animal alien slave things. Yeah. And you know what people do with their slaves, right? They put them to work, of course. What were you thinking? Come on. Should I gotta go? Daytime? Have fun with your Palworlds? Alright, have fun with your date, Mickey. Yuck. There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. Or in this case, there's no laws against the pals. Which, honestly, if you look at the islands where Palworld takes place, the Palpicos Islands, they definitely are a very lawless-looking place. Like, yeah, they have police. They're corrupt as fuck, though.
take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Oh, feel the moment, feel the power. Oh, bring the animal back to life. Oh, bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. Oh, you're the question, you're the answer. Oh, bring the animal back to life. Oh, bring the energy one more time. Oh, if you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Oh, feel the moment, feel the power. Oh, bring the animal back to life. Oh, bring the energy one more time.
Hey there, Shadow. How's your day going?
Bring the energy one more time.
Also, know you.
Bring the energy one more time.
Hi, I know you. Know you. Welcome back, Sniper. What you get for food? And no, you, Shadow. Alpha, I learned I have no willpower. Did you also learn that grass is green, Shadow? Oh my god, okay, I'm so sorry. That sounded way meaner than I wanted it to. I am so sorry. I did not want that to sound as mean as it did. Oh god, okay, yeah, that sounded so much meaner than I intended. My sincerest apologies. So rude. I know. I am very sorry. I did not mean for that to come off as rude as it did. Oh, please explain, Shadow. Grass is yellow. Sniper, I have some bad news for you. If you think grass is yellow, then I have some bad news for you. Oh, well, yeah, the grass is usually yellow after winter. What grass do you have that turns yellow? Like, I'm sorry. I have a lawn, and when I look outside after winter, That shit ain't yellow. That shit's still green. Wait. Do you get like 1+ meter of snow? I wish we get. Grass gets yellow when it's dead. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. If you have so much snow that your grass dies, why do you even still have grass? Like, why? Oh, right, you guys got ads. I'm sorry. Back from the ads, on the road again. I'm free. Welcome back. So in order to get back to your to what you were saying, first of all, sniper, no, I don't get 1 meter of snow. I wish we did, but fair enough. If you get so much snow that your grass dries, why do you still have grass? So I had to get new bed planks, and I had an intrusive thought to hit myself with a stack of planks. Yeah, my intrusive thoughts won. Shadow, I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Please. Wrap yourself in bubble wrap and never get out. You are so prone to hurt yourself in every possible way that I feel you might just choke on air. It wasn't a bad pain? That doesn't make my previous point invalid. Does it count as the planks are wrapped in bubble wrap? No. No. I mean, the grass leaf seeds that start growing when winter is over. Nature, you are one stubborn bastard. Or hold on, no, I should say the quote properly. Damn, nature, you scary. Slap you. Cause of death: incorrect air-to-air mixture. Again, not a bad pain. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, prime example of a masochist. If there's anything I've learned from all the masochists I know, it's that either they are clumsy to an incredible extent, or they are a brat that tries pushing their partner's buttons so much to the degree that they get punished, or they're shadow and they're both of and they're all of the above. There you go. I'm both. Called it. Oh. Rude but true. To be honest, you're not the only person I know like that, Shadow. I have a colleague at work that's just the same. Also, I'm clipping that. What, you're clipping me calling you out? You know what? I was about to say, why would you do that to yourself? Oh, wait, right, hold on, masochist. You have a specific kind of friend group, Alpha. Oh, you do not want to know the people I surround myself with. Like, and I'm gonna be honest, that one's not even by choice, Sniper. That one's a colleague at work. To be honest, it is one of the colleagues at work that I get along with the best. Make of that what you will. I'm gonna be honest, that colleague of mine, like, she is absolutely amazing if I think about it. She has this ability to flip-flop between being an absolute sweetheart, very kind, very helpful, or the absolute definition of a gremlin. Oh. Like, everything you can think of a gremlin, yes. Don't worry, some of my friends are pretty insane too. That's still putting it lightly if we're talking about my friends. Well, to be honest, I associate with them, so it says plenty about me, am I right? Thank you for the proof. I need some of my friends don't believe I am one. With everything you've told me, I find that very hard to believe that they don't think you're one. As well as me. Some shit we say or discuss can only be on 4chan or Twitter. You can drop Twitter out of that equation already with the way it's gone. Apothecary! Oh my god, up to the raid! Welcome in, everybody! How was your stream today? Oh, hold on a minute. We have to do a thing. We have to do a thing. How's your day going, Apri? How was your stream? What were you doing? What were you doing? I must know. Were you doing the art? You were doing the art. Apri, what were you working on? Was doing icon commissions. Ooh. Do you perhaps have any artworks to share? It can be whatever you were working on or something else you wish to share. And Ayar, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. And Moogie, hello there. Thank you so much for coming along with the raid as well. Sure. All right. Just let me know when you have a link so I can give you give you a permit. Lest you get bonked by the bot. I got the same people. How are people more stupid than me? I'm pretty stupid. To that, I say, Sniper. Average IQ of the human race. That's all I say. Okay. Please don't panic for 50 seconds like last time. I will try. Hold on. Okay. Normally this should work. Okay. Should be fine. Also, you were not banned. You were muted. But you should be fine now. I sure hope I didn't mess it up. Better not have messed it up. Oh yes, mute, I forgot. Yeah, you don't get banned that easily here. I mean, heck, some of the biggest degenerates imaginable are in my community, and they're still not banned. I'm not naming any names. If you feel spoken to by that, then that just says plenty about you. Oh, come on! I gave you the permit! Stream elements! What the heck? What the heck, stream elements? Why? Why stream elements? I did the thing. I gave the permit. Stream elements is being stupid. Anyways, I'll repost the link. There we go. I am so sorry about that, Apricori. For some reason, Stream Elements does not want to give you specifically a permit. It works for anybody else. I'm banned again. I'm banned. Banned, I say. Anyways, let's have a look at that. Oh my god, these are absolutely fucking adorable. Oh, look at it. Hold on, I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna put them on stream. I'm gonna put them on screen. Look at it. Look at this! These are adorable! Oh my god, I want to eat them. And not in any such way. No, I literally just nom. These look so adorable. Oh, look so cute. Oh my god, just honestly, seeing these makes me want to get some myself. Carnivorous cube. No, that is my second cousin. I am not a cube, you see? Do you see these round edges? I am no cube. How dare you? That is geometrism. But yeah, these look so cute. I genuinely would love to commission you for some of these at some point. Of my 3 girls, these would look so cute. I'll better go ahead and eat. And just like that, I'm complimenting you, and you do that to me. Yeah. My intrusive thoughts are low-key want to do the thing again, but I have an energy drink this time, so I can resist. You know, Shadow, you know that entire saying that there's 2 wolves in, you know that meme, like there's 2 wolves inside of you, one of them is a badass, the other one is an absolute lunatic. Yeah, I feel like you have both of the latter there. I feel like the wolves in your head are basically just 2 lunatics that are fighting for control. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing these. And of course, for everyone that rated in with Apri, first of all, I am a horrible streamer because I did not do this. Those of you that don't know me yet, I'm E1 Alpha. I am a professional character designer and illustrator. And I stream art and a bit of gaming here on Twitch. And also do commissions and conventions, as I am trying to make art my full-time job. And of course, for all of you that have rated in, if you need to take care of yourself, rest up, eat, drink, then go right ahead and do so. I already appreciate you all stopping by very much. But if you have some time to spare, feel free to stick around or lurk. I always appreciate all of that as well. It'll be on my VGen if you're interested. I remember your girls. Am I already following? Hold on, I need to double check. Am I already following you on VGen? I should be, right? If I am not, that is straight heresy. I need to check. Let's see. Let's see. Following. I don't think I'm following you yet on VGen. Hold on. I need to find you now. I need to find you in VGen now. Apparently, I am not following you there for some weird reason. There you are. Following. There we go. Now I can keep an eye on you. I just remembered that uncle. Flashbacks from a month and a half ago. Wait, that uncle. Wait, wait. Hold on. Are you talking about Persona 5 Strikers? I don't promote my VGen much, so it makes sense. Oh, I see. Well, no escaping me this time. I shall be stalking your VGen. No, not Strikers. Okay, wait. Hold on. What? Oh, you're talking about my OCs? Hold on a minute. That's a dwarf. Wait. Oh, okay. You know what? Fair enough. Dwarves. Some people like dwarves, or well, find dwarves hot. But hold on a minute. You think Emmeline's uncle is hot? Hold on. Let me grab the art again. Here, this one. You're talking about this guy. The hot one. Okay. Yes, did I stutter? Okay, hold on. Which one is it that you like? Is it the one on the left or the one on the right? Which one did you think of as the hot one? The left or right one? Both my wolves are in agreement though. Both want chaos. Yeah, but they want chaos in a different way, and that's why they keep fighting, Shadow. That is now my headcanon about your head. I'm nil now? Look at them. Wait, what do you mean? They both look good because they're related? Oh, God. I like the left one. Okay, yeah, that is the uncle. Yeah, okay. The left one is the uncle. Ah, not gonna lie. Okay. I guess Apri has it. I guess Apricori has a type. The type being dwarf. Oh. Yeah, thank you again for sharing your art, by the way. Again, I might be very tempted to commission you once you open those up at some point. If I have the money for it. And that's a big if. Oh, all right. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. If you heard that, that was me punching my mic like an idiot. That's fine, it's fine. Thanks for sharing my work. No, thank you for showing us your work. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Also, you can be a VA, I feel. Hold on, what made you say that, Apri? Was it because of my, because of my singular dwarf? To be honest, I do play Dungeons and Dragons. Specifically, I am a dungeon master a lot of the time. And one of the things I do a lot is, well, the typical Matthew Mercer thing. I pull out a lot of different voices. OMG, Dankport's new video on Pingu stuff just unlocked an old memory. I have no idea who Dankport is, but damn, Pingu is a blast from the past. Matthew Mercer, I like him. He's Midas from Fortnite. I have no idea who Midas from Fortnite is, but I mean, I just like Matthew Mercer for a bunch of his roles. For me, the most signature role that I know him as is Yusuke from Persona 5. But yeah, I will say, as a dungeon master in D&D, Matthew Mercer definitely influenced a lot of the things I do. I was a very big fan of the first campaign of Critical Role. Never finished it, though. I kind of lost interest. Well, first I lost the time, and then I lost the interest to continue watching it. I heard Matthew Mercer? Oh god, Yari woke up. They heard Matthew. They're like, where? Where? Dankpods. I still have no idea who Dankpods is. Part of mine got him to sign on my art. No! That is so cool! I love it! Oh god. Like, that is one thing I wish I could do at some point, and that is, like, just sit down and have a chat with Matthew Mercer. That would be awesome. And just talk about a bunch of different things. Probably a lot of D&D things. Andrew Mercer have arisen. Andrew Mercer, I wish I could get him to talk to like Midas Fortnite, which is just gibberish. I mean, I remember a lot of the voices he pulled out during the first campaign of Critical Role. That was already amazing. So back in like 2007 to like 2009 here in Sweden, some mad lads would sub Pingu with like really wild Hane shit. Oh, I see. YouTube vids aren't. Oh wow, that's old. If they're still in 4.3, oh yeah. Oh, that's some old stuff. So awesome! Oh my god, I love him. I'm obsessed with anything D&D and Critical Role. I mean, I don't know if you've seen them already, but if you're obsessed with everything D&D, well, like I said, I am a dungeon master for starters, but I did recently redesign my OCs. In a more D&D type setting. So, I don't know, if you're a fan of all things D&D, maybe you like this? Wait, am I still allowed to post links? I have to tweet of the page. Okay, hold on. Let's try again. If I can give you the permit. Okay. Please don't ban me. Stream Elements, I swear, Stream Elements. If you bunk Apricory again because of this. Okay, there we go. It's safe. Woo! Nice. It worked! Wait, that's so cool. Looks so good. Thank you! I'm very happy with how these designs turned out as well. Oh, that is so cool. That is really cool. Let's go, Apricory not banned. Yes! Apricory has not been banned! Celebrate! One of the more safe titles translates to Pingu the Problem Child. Oh my god. But yeah, I basically redesigned all three of my OCs for a more D&D setting. Also, to give them a proper character design sheet for Art Fight. And I intend on doing more of these kinds of sheets for other characters of mine that are lesser known. And once I'm more comfortable doing sheets like this, I might consider putting them up for commissions as well. I save your VGen link so I can toss it at people. Wait, are you talking about the Apricories or mine? Or maybe both. These designs are so phenomenal. I love them so much. You're inspiring me to work on all my D&D stuff too. I love all the details you've added to it. Aw, glad to hear that. Especially, I love it whenever I can inspire someone to do other things. Like, whenever I can inspire someone to just grind into art hard, that is like, yes, yes, very happy. Me very pleased. Oh, by the way, speaking of D&D, did Q mention anything? Do we have him for Sunday? No, he did not mention that. So he did not mention anything to me. So I'm gonna go from the assumption that we don't have him. Because he did not mention anything to me. Got hit with an ad? I am very sorry to hear that. Thank you, everyone that's suffering through the ads for me. Pretty tame compared to some other ones. Old internet was just more fun. You know what? That is a fact. Old internet was more fun. Back when it was the Wild West. Back when you could say bad words as a joke and not too many people being angry. Good times. They're never coming back. Oh, right. Ayari. On the topic of my OCs, one of the big advantages as well I had of redesigning them was that I really have like these nice and solid design elements in them that I can use in new illustrations. I am free from ads. Yay, welcome back, Yari. But yeah, based on my recent character sheets, well, I did some Persona 3 inspired illustrations of my OCs, but I also finished this one this week, which definitely one of my best illustrations to date. Well, I will head out. Alright then, Sniper, thank you so much for hanging around. Maybe, oh, that's so good. That's so good. Thank you. I'm very proud of this one, and very surprised that it didn't take me as long as I expected. Good luck with your art. Thank you, Sniper. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm still very happy with this one. Your C's are so adorable. Aw, thank you. They do make up all of my emotes as well. Like, my girls are the ones that I make all of my OCs, all of my emotes out of. No, I should probably redo my emotes at some point, because I'm not a fan of how they look anymore. I believe I can do better than these. I just want to eat everyone's talent, according you included. Don't eat my talent, I still need that. But yeah, Yari, if you want to keep an eye on more of my art, these are the places that I post most of them. I am not active on Twitter anymore at the moment. I've been thinking if I should go back to Twitter, but I'm really hesitant. I left Twitter when they started leaning into the AI practices. But at this point, like, you can't even escape AI practices anymore. So I'm wondering if it wouldn't be better that I go back to Twitter again and try and revive that account. That's so fair, to be honest. It's such a hellscape to post, and unfortunately, yeah, AI is just everywhere. Like, even with Twitch recently, with the generative AI stuff in the settings. Yeah, the moment I discovered about that, I went hunting through my settings and immediately turned that shit off. Again, I will maintain my position that AI itself, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem with AI is all in the way it's being trained and used. Yeah, same. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. There's some really, really awesome things that can be done with AI. Like, it can help for so many things, even for artists. There are ways that AI could be used by artists in a way that is feasible. One of the biggest things that I always believe AI can be very useful for is brainstorming. Just like taking a bunch of ideas and just tossing them around, just seeing what comes up from that. That, I feel, is something that AI can do very well to help artists. Not to mention that there are certain procedures that, in a way, AI kind of already is doing. Smart fill tools and the like. Different blurring tools, or like smart blurring tools. Even, to some degree, I guess you could say certain operations you can perform on vector layers is like limited AI-ish. Like, these are all things that are useful. Post-processing elements as well could be very well done by AI without damaging the integrity of the art. But generative AI is always going to be something I have a problem with. It's awful, but there's going to be an audience that wants genuine, authentic human art, no matter what social media you're on. You'll find people that will want to commission you, so I encourage you to do what you can, even within the hellscape on Twitter. You never know. Yeah, that's the main thing I've been thinking as well, because I am active on Blue Sky, but Blue Sky... So, the good thing about Blue Sky is there's no algorithm there. The bad thing about Blue Sky is there's no algorithm there. Blue Sky is amazing to, like, interact with communities and people that you like, but getting reach, well, you're completely dependent on other people for that. Yet there's no algorithm to rely on in order to attain reach on Blue Sky. I do not regret going to Blue Sky at all. I've met some amazing artists on Blue Sky. Not to mention that the not safe for work artist community there, all the ones I've met, wonderful people. Absolutely amazing. But sadly enough, Blue Sky is just not living up to, well, to the promise of replacing Twitter. And there's multiple reasons for that. Reasons I'm not gonna go into, because a lot of them are more politically tinted, and I do not want to touch that entire topic with a 10-foot pole. Not even Twitter can replace Twitter? Yup. That sounds about right. All right. Today I had an interesting interaction at my part-time job. So, for those of you that don't know, I work at a supermarket. I work there part-time. I've been working there for about a year and a half now. And I am part of the semi-set-in-stone, like, we are like the fresh goods department, which means I work in the refrigerated area most of the time. Now, my colleagues there absolutely adore me because I get shit done. Like, I might be bragging a little bit about it, but they have come up to me and told me straight up that if I'm not there, it's a hassle. Because there are so many things that just don't get done to the level that they should. But I'm also known as someone very chill. Like, people ask me, it's like, hey, Alpha, can you quickly do this? Or can you quickly help out with that? And most of the time, I'll be like, oh yeah, no, sure, I got it. Don't worry. So I'm known as someone very chill at my workplace. Like, I don't start trouble. I don't get stressed when things go wrong. Quite the opposite. I apparently, like, I get even more motivated if things start going belly up. I just get a fire lit under my ass then. However, we have some issues with some colleagues that are lazy or are often distracted or a bit more slow or any kind of issue you can imagine. Now, one of our colleagues today, he's a guy that is already known to not always do his jobs as well as they should be done. And often, like, when he's working in our team in the refrigerated area, he'll find any excuse to go out of the refrigerated area. And then we don't see him for like 15 to 20 minutes easily. Or fall asleep in the middle of work. We haven't had that yet. At least as far as I'm aware, we haven't had that yet. But yeah. Today we had one of the guys working with us that is known to be a bit of a slacker. And that tries to, like, get out from work most of the time. He was doing the exact same shift as I was. So we had the exact same hours. They asked him if he could handle the salads. So restock the salads. Now keep in mind, those come in like these big boxes, and there was quite a few stacks of them. But they tend to be put away pretty quickly. Like, I personally, one stack, I can put that away in like 10-15 minutes most of the time. He had 3 stacks, so he should be able to finish that up in like 45 minutes easily. Over an hour later, he still was working on it. Like, he was not making any progress. Now, all in all, I wouldn't be too upset about that. The problem is, however, that, for example, we have, what do you call that? We have charities. We have charities visiting us because as we work with fresh ingredients and food stuff, food safety is very important. So we have to check very closely at dates. If something is approaching its expiration date, we remove it from the shelves. Now, that doesn't mean it is expired. It's just approaching the date. We have a rule of if something is within 4 days of its expiration date, it needs to get removed from the shelf. But we also have charities visiting us because everything that is removed from shelves because of damaged packaging or stuff like that, like things that cannot be sold anymore but still can be consumed safely, we don't throw those in the trash. We collect those, and every day charities come to pick those up. So today we had a charity stop by to pick up our goods again. I was helping out with that, collecting everything, The moment the charity dudes arrived, that colleague of mine came up to me as like, oh, hey, yeah, I'll quickly go out and get those papers printed. There was no need for that. I was already managing it. I was already taking care of it. And I know that I go through those motions very quickly. Anytime he's going to get those papers, he doesn't show up for another like 10 to 15 minutes. So I basically told him, like, no, you're not. You have your salads to put away. Get to it. So I told him that. I took care of the rest of the charity work. Took all of that, got all of that done, went back, and saw that he made literally no progress. To which I was like, dude, seriously? Are you still not done? It's like, oh, but it's a lot. It takes a while. Dude, I know how long it takes. Don't bullshit me. Just get a move on. Come on, it's not that hard. Yeah, but it's cold. Then wear gloves. Like, I'm the lunatic that's in there. Just a t-shirt, exposed arms, but nobody needs to do that. Like, we have gloves at work. We have coats. Like, I told him, like, put on gloves then. Oh, but I can't work with gloves. They're uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. This guy. I lost it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna try anymore. You are just pathetic. Straight up told him that. I just straight up told him he was pathetic. Apparently, when one of my other colleagues, a colleague I get along with really well, passed him by in the store when he went to go take his break, he mentioned that he was feeling a bit upset because I spoke up to him like that. She came up to him and was like, "What did you say?" Because he's apparently not doing too well after what you said. I just pointed at the work that still needed to be done and that could have been done if he had done his job properly. And I was like, "Can you blame me?" No, I can't. I'm actually glad you did. Happy ending though. When the guy came back from his break, he immediately came up to me and was like, "Hey, dude, okay, I took myself an energy drink, unwinded a bit. I'm ready to go full throttle again." And he did. He did work full throttle. So what I said to him apparently had an effect. Thank goodness. Bet he didn't wear a mask between 2020 and 2023. I have no idea. I honestly do not know. He might have still been in school at that time. I do not know how old this guy is. He's young. He's young. I think he's like 22, 23 tops. But yeah. I'm normally a very nice guy at work, but I was just done with his shit. So done. And hey there, Mana, how's your day going? Sorry, I did see you there. I didn't want to interrupt my story time. On the bright side, another funny moment today. I only do my job part-time because I'm combining it with my art. But my boss at work, first of all, he's very happy with what I do, and he is craving to get me employed full-time. So today again, he's like, "Hey, Alpha, remember, we still got a spot open." To which I was like, "Oh, don't worry, I know." Or you can just hear him like, "Damn it, I tried." You're the most patient lad I know. Yeah, no, okay. I was about to say, are you sure about that? But yeah, no, in general, I am fairly patient. No, he might have been one of those that wore those over his chin instead of over their nose and mouth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I could see him do that. It was okay. Went for a swim this evening. Ooh, it is a good weather for that. Well, afternoon. Evening, afternoon, whatever. It is a time of a day cycle worth swimming in. With these temperatures, I would go swimming at night. But yeah, I will say, at the end of our shift, the dude did come over to apologize to me. He was like, "Hey, dude, I'm sorry for just like not doing my job properly in the morning. I really just was not feeling it." At which point, like, I'm not an ass. Like, he came up to me to apologize for that, and I was like, "Hey, dude, don't worry about it." But like, if you're really not feeling something, or you feel like you need like to grab an energy drink or something to get back into gear, just be honest about it. Just let me know. I'd just rather be informed. Like, I'm not a dick. I understand that people can have off days. I have off days. I'm just the kind of idiot that bites through most of my off days and doesn't let them like actually ruin a day. Yeah, it was great to swim. There were a lot of people in the pool, but that's normal. With this weather and school holidays, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, I just realized I am forgetting a part of the outfit. I was wondering, like, I feel like something's missing here. And there is. There's a piece of fabric hanging over here. There's a missing piece of outfit, me watching where the cursor is. Is it a dong piece? No, it's not. It is not. Suddenly, the purple blob. Yes. Here, the purple. See the funny thing today? Oh, what did you see? Except for the purple blob, of course. While the street intersection, police party wagon rolls in sirens blazing. I watch it go for a left-hand turn, and wonder when the driver finally hits the brakes, because everyone yields to the wagon, but its turn radius is so as it's about to run out of the road. They barely didn't hit the curb. Yeah, honestly, that doesn't sound too weird. I don't remember having seen any. Yeah, I haven't seen any situations like that here, but I know they happen with police cars as well. Like, damn, physics doesn't care if you have the right to go over the speed limit. I mean, you never know. Maybe if you try hard enough, physics will be like, all right, we'll let you get one over on us for now. Physics will be alright, I'll let you slide. I mean, what's the difference, right? What's the difference there? One way or the other, you're gonna get to the hospital. I wonder. This could work, but on a completely white background, it does completely disappear. Ooh, this could also work. Yellow, the color of sickness. The only correct choice for furry power. I would think that green is the color of sickness. Or like a mixture of like yellow and green. Grello? I don't know. Ooh. Oh. Big yawn. And Automod got you again, Triangle. At least when literature teachers suck off. Oh god. Okay, I'm going to butcher this name. Dostoevsky. I don't know. I probably butchered that. They go on and on how yellow represents mental illness. If you try hard enough, you could stick any color onto mental illness. You got it right? Oh, damn. Did not expect that. Expression is easy. You just read the letters in order and the word words itself. I was about to say, like, isn't that how any language works? But no, I speak Dutch and English. I know full well that's not how any language works. I mean, one of the best jokes I've found about the English language is this one short about the word empty. Because everyone can agree, this is how you pronounce empty, right? We can agree on that? Uh-huh. So how do we pronounce this? Empty. And then we pronounce this. Empty. And this is empty. I love that short so much. Yeah, this is just like, this entire thing is just peak English. My favorite is still Cody equals fish. What? That's one I don't know. Cody equals fish. What does that mean? GH as in enough, O as in woman, and T as in motion. Oh my god. Oh god. Yeah, okay, I can see it, yeah. GH as in enough, yeah, that's an F sound. O as in woman. Oh wait, no, that's women. Yeah, that's not woman, that's women. Yes. God damn it. And then TI is in motion. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna be honest. Out of all the languages I've seen and that I know bits and pieces of, I actually find that Japanese, hiragana and katakana, mind you, is the one that has the best idea. You have the syllables, and you have the different sound combinations with the syllables, and that's it. Like, the concept is good enough. Because there are certain letters that you're like, we're never going to use this on its own. Japanese is just like, okay, these are not the letters we use, these are the sounds we use. Yeah, that checks out. That is way better. That is so much better of a system to use. Oh yeah, that's why Japanese accent is the most hideous one of them all. Wait, do you mean, okay, hold on. When you say Japanese accent, do you mean the accent of a Japanese person when they're speaking another language? Or do you mean the Japanese accent compared to other Asian languages? So I guess that wouldn't be accent so much as it would be the Japanese diction. They streamlined the language so hard they can no longer adapt to the pork reality of alphabet power. Oh, yeah, like that you mean. Yeah, okay. That is true. But imagine if every language was like that triangle. Then there wouldn't be an issue. I still find it hilarious how Japanese is just one language that's just integrated English to such a degree into its official vocabulary. Like, it's almost as bad as Flemish, i.e. the Belgian Dutch. Like, it's almost as bad as that. Because Flemish is just a mixture of Dutch, French, Spanish, English, German, you name it. If it's a country that's been through Belgium in some capacity, we'll have taken influences from its language into our own. Hence why it's not even regarded as an official language. Literally, oh, you want to speak Flemish? Okay, now learn all these other languages, or at least just the basics. Like, learn Dutch and then understand the basics of all these other languages, and you can speak Flemish. That's basically it. Wonder, did I scale this up? Fill out the frame more. Is that too much? I think this actually works. Like, it felt a bit lopsided if only one part of her was cut off, but having two parts cut off actually works better. If every language was streamlined, it would be in linguistic utopia. We can start by making English phonetically consistent. Just English? I think there's a bunch of languages that we can do that. My own, not Not excluded. Yeah, if you don't know a word in Japanese, just say it in English with a Japanese accent. Chances are really big that to understand. Yes, yes. Oh, that is so true. Oh my god. Triangle. Apparently Autobot did not like you saying the words bend over. Japanese, but the Japanese accent is important. They will have no idea what you're talking about if you don't use it, which is so weird when you think about it. It's not that different. Well, we need a first test subject to bend over backwards so that the others may be bent the same way. Fair enough. And why not start with what is probably one of, if not the most spoken language in the world? Actually, no, hold on. No, wait. No, I know English is not the most spoken language in the world. It's like the third or... It's like the second or third most spoken language. Hold on. Actually, most spoken languages in the world. Okay, no, it is English. Yeah. Okay. I thought it wasn't English, but it is now. No, yeah. English is the most spoken language in the world, followed by Mandarin Chinese, then Hindi, then Spanish, and then the modern standard Arabic. But only English and Mandarin Chinese have it at like... Okay, so this is actually an interesting little tidbit that I just saw here. So, English is spoken by approximately 1.5 billion people. Mandarin Chinese is spoken by approximately 1.1 billion people. Chinese people learn English en masse, so it's the only statistic that doesn't start with China. So here's the thing. No, this is what I find the funny thing here. So, like I said, English is spoken 1.5 billion by 1.5 billion people total, while Mandarin Chinese is spoken by 1.1 billion people total. However, in what I'm looking at right now, it does include how many of those are native speakers. And that's where it becomes interesting. Because English is only spoken by 380 million native speakers, while Mandarin Chinese is spoken by 939 million native speakers. Which is so cool when you think about it. It makes sense. It makes sense. Because, like, China is so vast. So many people live there. I did think the most spoken language would be Chinese. I thought so too, but it's close. However, Chinese is definitely the most spoken native language. By a vast margin. Like, this puts it into perspective. Mandarin Chinese is spoken by 1.1 billion people total, but well over 900 million of those are native speakers, while English has a 1.5 billion total, but less than 400 million native speakers. So Mandarin Chinese is the most native language, but English is the most taught language, which is so cool. The stat directly scales with population, so it's not that... No, I find this very interesting. I find this very interesting, Triangle. Fuck you. Fuck you, I find this interesting. It is interesting to see this comparison. In, like, the total amount of people speaking language compared to the native amount of speakers, and how much of a discrepancy there is between the top two languages in both regards. Actually, English isn't even the most spoken native language. Now that I'm looking at it, no. Spanish is more natively spoken as well. You Autobot did eat that one. It was the most taught language. Gotcha. Autobot, you will eat this one. I snatched that one away from Autobot immediately. That's funny. I like that. Oh. Yeah, no, but again, another one. Spanish. 559 million total speakers, of which 486 are native speakers. Actually, really cool to think about. But then Hindi. This is something I actually find very surprising. Hindi has over 600 million total speakers, but only 345 million native speakers. That is honestly a lot less. I would expect a larger percentage of the total Hindi speakers to be native. But no, this means that Hindi is a very well-taught language. And then you've got Arabic, which, okay, this one's funny. So Arabic has 332 million total speakers. But when it comes to native, they're like, yeah, it's anywhere between 310 million to 360 million native dialects combined. Wait, hold on. Your math isn't mathing here, sir. That doesn't add up. How the heck can you have, like, 360 million native dialects combined, but then not include them in the total? Another 300 million learned to use Indian IT tutorials. You know what? That is true. Okay, actually, that reminds me of a funny thing. So, about Indian IT tutorials. When I moved my PC from my studio back to my home that I live in now, my parents' house, well, my mom's house, I suddenly started getting technical issues. For some reason, my PC didn't want to properly boot anymore. I was wondering, like, oh, did something get jostled, or did something get damaged during the move, or something like that? Called a buddy of mine over to help me look. We tried everything, couldn't figure it out. He went out for a smoke. In the meantime, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and look up a tutorial by an Indian guy to see how I can fix this issue, because I knew what the issue was. Like, I could get to, depending on the situation, I could get to a different error screen. And basically, my Windows wasn't booting. That was the main issue. And we were trying to hash out, like, okay, what's going on? Do I need, like, a fresh reinstall of Windows, or what's going on here? As I was looking up the tutorial on my phone, I decided, like, the tutorial was running, because I was watching it, and I decided, like, on a whim, okay, you know what? While I'm watching this, let me just quickly give the PC one more restart, just to try it out. It restarted perfectly fine. My PC was hearing the fact that I was calling on the Indians now to help out, and was like, oh, hell no, no, I want none of that. Nope, we're gonna boot up just fine. Put that tutorial away, we don't want it. I basically intimidated my PC into launching. That is my headcanon. Because we did nothing that should have allowed it to fix itself and to fix it and have it boot properly. No, we had given up. Everything failed. And the moment I put on an Indian tutorial by an Indian guy, didn't do anything from the tutorial yet. I just restarted my PC and it booted up perfectly fine. Machine spirits are real. Ask any shipboard technician. Yeah. Honestly, that was it. I just intimidated the machine spirit of my PC into launching. It is so funny whenever I look back at that. I absolutely love it. I've been yapping a lot. Let's try and get a bit more done on this. So, okay, here's the thing. Here's the issue I have with this. I finished this sketch now. Like, I'm very happy with this sketch. I don't like doing my line art at the exact same time, like right after doing my sketch, because I've been looking at this drawing for a while now. I've been working on this drawing for a while now, and there are going to be flaws in here that I currently do not see. because like my eyes have gotten used to seeing this drawing. If I stop now and come back like tomorrow or next stream probably to work on the line art, like, or if I just open up the file again, even just later tonight, I'll suddenly start seeing things that I didn't see before that I should fix. So this is why I'm very hesitant to get started on the line art now, because otherwise those are going to be baked in there. Send it into the freezer and cleanse your palate by something humanly sus. I mean, sending it into the freezer, I think I will actually like stop working on it here. Like, I'm not gonna force myself to do the line art right now if I know that there's a bigger chance I'm gonna mess something up with it. So yeah, I think I will stop it here. I don't have anything else to work on, especially considering there's only an hour left in stream. So I am feeling pretty tired because of the temperatures again. Like, it is getting pretty freaking hot in here. Can I open my window yet? How's the air outside? Let me feel. Hold on. I want to feel the air. Fuck no. Fuck no. Nope. Nope. That is warm. That is much warmer air than it is inside. Hell no. I am not doing that. Not opening that window right now. No. So, I think I might just end stream early today. I'm happy with the work we got done. I'm happy with how this illustration's looking. Yeah. We'll start working on the line art next time. So yeah, probably, again, 3 more streams and we'll finish this. Although knowing me, I might just crank out the line art and everything else in a single stream. Who knows, we might just finish this thing on the next stream. Warning, invalid temperature gradient. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be ending stream here already, so let's have a look at who we can rate today. It is better in the shadow, but in the sun it's still a giant oven. Oh, I didn't even like feel the difference between sun or shadow. I just opened the window and felt the air coming in. I'm like, nope. Do not want. Nope. Not mine. You know the forever option? What's the forever option? God damn it. I also love how that triggered the raid message command. Let's see. Ah, darn. I saw Vanilla Cream is live, but she's not doing art right now. She's gaming. Darn it. Let's see. I think I feel like rating one of the Hanami girls again. Let's see, do we go for Lunaris or do we go for Okotoru? Oh, Okotoru is literally just starting stream. Okotoru is making some absolutely banger art again, though. Damn, that is so good again. Screw it. I feel like rating Lunaris today. All right then. Okay, Adobe. Thank you for failing to update again. I do not care. I do not use you. Oh, it's Adobe Reader, but even then, I'm like, yeah. I do not care. All right, but yeah, raiding target spotted. We're gonna raid Yuriv. All right then. Adobe just can't. Nope, Adobe can't. I do not deal with Adobe anymore. Heck no. Switch to Clip Studio and never look back. All right, and here we go. And with the raid timer ticking down, once more, I'd like to thank every single one of you for being here today, whether you're active in chat or simply lurking in the background. I very much appreciate every single one of you. Of course, as it is Thursday, that means that this will be the last stream of the week for me, but worry not, I will be back again next week on Tuesday and Thursday with more art, and Wednesday with more Persona 3 Reload. Once again, if you wish to support me in any way, then do check out my VGen if you wish to commission me, or check out my own website if you want to buy something from my web shop. And of course, you can also check out my website if you just want to keep tabs on all that I do. Specifically, if you want to keep track of my art, then do check out my Blue Sky or my Pixiv, as those are the two places where most of my art gets uploaded. They can leave the stage gracefully by inviting other software giants to a great war. Yeah, they can. All right then, I'm gonna give you all your raid messages real quick. There we go. And of course, if you want to join our Discord, then do check it out as well. It is a small art and gaming community. Although, more so art and gaming at the moment, I've noticed. All right then, that's enough yapping for me. Thank you once again, everyone, and I hope to see you all again next week. Bye-bye!